Hello and welcome to your Astro Weekly. It is November 20th and we're looking throughout the week 20th to 26th, and we're starting off with the moon in Leo. Today we feel this heartfelt warmth. We're playful, we're outgoing. It's just a day to think about leisure, do those things that you desire to do. That's what Leo is all about. We have the moon and Saturn trine, and this brings a lot of sober feelings to our emotions. The moon is trying to look at those things that are important that we can ground and give roots to structures. We might just have small projects, perhaps maybe even around the house, that will make us feel really good, because we got to think about Saturn as the taskmaster. So those tasks are connected to our emotions. Plus, we might give it a nice little twist there with the trine that we have to Uranus. Uranus likes to break out of old routines, bring in new routines. So here we have both Saturn and Uranus. So today we might just create some kind of a fusion in our day. Now on the 21st, we can see here that the moon will change from Leo to Virgo here early in the morning. And of course, happy birthday, you Sagittarians. The sun is now in Sagittarius. The moon is squaring off on the sun, so we might be up against maybe some choices we have to make today. If whenever in doubt, just wait. Hang in there. Give it another day or two. Not only is the sun here squared by the moon, but the moon is also opposed by Neptune. So we might be a little foggy as we're shifting gears, not too clear on things. Our thoughts might be a little muddled. So may our emotions. So it's not the best of days to really kick into action yet. However, looking at here Tuesday, the moon here now in Virgo, it's all about now getting your mind straight. Virgo really likes to organize everything down to details. So our thoughts now are out of the muddled waters of Neptune. We're seeing things and also strategizing things, where Mercury too is in a great aspect to Jupiter, which wants to expand our daily life. We might feel very optimistic, up and outgoing. Your interactions with people today would probably most likely be very nice, especially their first part of the day with Mercury here and Jupiter. The moon is trine Venus, and of course, that's our emotions on both levels. The moon is our emotional reactions. Venus is what we love and desire. It's also romantic. It's also a money planet. So we can see that today will be harmonized by this. Maybe if you're out and about shopping, you might find some great deals today. And then, of course, we have this square to Mercury. So there could be a communication where we might not find ourselves totally on the same page with somebody, and we might encounter that communication. However, though, I see you standing very solid grounds here with Pluto. So Pluto is sticking to what it sees, what it knows, what it feels. But again, the moon here squaring off on Saturn like it is Mercury. Well, you might just encounter that person who doesn't really see eye to eye with you. So it really depends on your conviction. On the 23rd, moon is still in Virgo. It will be changing here in the afternoon into the sign of Libra, where it will be remaining over the next few days. So the shift goes more so from your objective mind, which is Virgo, very analytical, into that of Libra here, which is more the emotional feeling that the moon is going to be expressing through you. And you're going to feel more harmonized. You're going to be balancing over the next few days. And this is when Mercury here is conjuncting Saturn. Whatever that discussion there on the 22nd was all about, I feel you might still be thinking or working through it somewhat, but you're coming out of it here pretty good. And the moon and the sun harmonizing here with a sextile on the 23rd. As the sun radiates, the moon reflects. Okay, so when these two elements are working perfectly together, you're feeling together. On the 24th, we have Thanksgiving Day. The moon in Libra allows things to really feel more emotional, and it is a day of giving thanks. It is Venus, so that is perfect. However, we do have a couple of transits that might be a little bit at odds. Now, this can play out in very different ways, perhaps. Jupiter and Pluto, I would say stay away from the topics of politics today. Jupiter can rule politics. Pluto can also have very strong emotions, right? And so if opposing parties get into it, that might just cause a little bit of dis-at-ease. We're feeling pretty fired up because the moon is trine our Mars. So we have our opinions, and those opinions really feel like they want to come out. They want to be expressed here. However, it's not falling in good soil all around you, since the moon is square Venus, and that might just set things off. Jupiter here that wants to justify one's feelings, opinions, and whatnot. It is the moon is also square Pluto, just like Jupiter is. So what can I say? The moon is conjunct Jupiter. Therefore, the moon will also be square here off on Pluto, just like Jupiter, and it is sextiling Saturn. So it's like we got two groups, opposing groups, mindsets here today. Let's not forget that it's a day of giving thanks for all the good things that we have in our life, right? So allow that to come forward. If you feel something go a little bit off of the hinges, you be the one. Try to go in between and create a little balance here. Think about the moon in Libra. The moon will suffer when these energies come out, especially on a day like this where we're all going to enjoy this beautiful Thanksgiving meal together. This is going to carry over a little bit into the 25th. There is healing energy, though, whereas we have Venus and Pluto conjunct. Now, that's a lot of passion. That's a lot of oomph right there. Venus is what we desire. It's what we love. It's our value systems coming up against here. Pluto, which is transformational, but it's also the healer planet. Pluto can rip down and destroy, but Pluto can definitely put things back together and create a new rebirth. This is what Venus is trying to do. Venus is also the ruler of Libra, of the energy and the influence we have today. So it's really trying to recap what took place on Thanksgiving, because we're seeing Venus is square off on Jupiter. So it's speaking about how Jupiter in the past day was really in the fire zone, so to speak. So the moon is trying to talk it out today and ending up saying we really just need to agree to disagree. It's okay that we all have different opinions. As long as that is respected, nobody should feel personally threatened by somebody else's standpoint. That's what the topic of the 25th is going to be. And I feel that once you're back out to work and whatnot, speaking with others, you might just hear how they experience their Thanksgiving too. So you know it wasn't just you, right? Coming in on the 26th, it is Saturday. The moon will be in the middle of the night, changing from the sign of Libra over into Scorpio. So we're deepening now into that depth of that Scorpion energy where we're just feeling we're getting to the core of how we really feel, think, and so forth. It's a transformative time that we have ahead of us next couple of days. It is a great day, though, when we can see Mercury, which is our communication, coming off here with a beautiful trine to Uranus, allowing ourselves to think outside of the box, to be very creative. Might be some unexpected news today, which should be really good, as the trine is always the best aspect that we can have. Also, emotionally, our moon is feeling good. Neptune is the higher octave of Venus. The moon is our emotions. So we're feeling pretty creative today. It could be within technology, which Uranus represents. It could be within the arts, which Neptune represents. So when we express the spiritual feeling of creativity and creation, we're feeling good because every time we create something, we're adding to the universe of creation, and it just feels very reviving in that sense. So if we look back over this week, it has been a special one, starting off with fusion of old and new traditions there on the 20th, a little muddled energy on the 21st, not a great day to make any major decisions. We can do that on the 22nd. We're much more so equipped to do so. It's actually a pretty okay day. We might encounter either somebody of a different mindset. There is some communication that will be challenged on the 22nd. But 23rd, again, we're doing good. The decisions we wanted to take on the 21st is definitely in hand on the 23rd. Thanksgiving, just lay low, go under the radar if possible, or be the one to go balance up, to bring harmony back to what is taking place today. 25th, a day of healing, communication, piecing things back together, ending the week on the 26th here in a very good way. So it's a week where we can experience highs and lows, but have a blessed week, everyone.